All right, this is our next mixed media project. We're going to put an image on the back of another piece of paper that we have created, something to go along with whatever image you choose. So this is your number one thing to do. You're going to go in images and you're going to look for a black and white image, no color whatsoever. And the more solid white and solid black it is without all the gradations, the better it's going to work. That can be a flower, it can be a dog, it could be a person like I chose to do. And once you've got that image, you think about what is this? You know, if it's a dog, you could think of dog toys, or you could think of the different kind of food and different things, you know, and stuff like that. And what you're going to do is create a background, and you're going to print out images. Now, this particular girl image, I printed out some old recipes and stuff like that, which I've been doing a lot of because we're stuck at home. So I printed out some of these old recipes, and I just took and tore up the paper into little bitty bits like this, which I thought would be a really cool and interesting project. Was I found a black and white of a sailboat, and I thought it would be really awesome if the papers and stuff that we used had something to do with nautical theme or whatever, and or maps. I thought, I've got so many maps from National Geographic that I thought, wouldn't it be cool to cut up strips of different maps of the world and then have this sailboat on there. So you get to be as creative as you want to be with this project, and whatever you enjoy, you're going to be wanting to do one with. So I've been enjoying cooking, so I printed me off a bunch of pages from a cookbook, and it was an old cookbook, so it turned out these kind of orange colors, which I think is amazing. So then I took all of those strips of paper, and I just happened to have an old canvas that I'd already painted on that I didn't want the painting, and it was just a test. And I literally took each one of the pieces of paper and glued them down. And then I took another one and glued it down like this. So it doesn't have to be this kind of torn up paper. You can do it on top of cardstock. You can do it on top of a panel of some kind, like an art panel. Whatever you happen to have around your house, you're just going to glue your strips of maps, your strips from a magazine, or whatever you want to do. And then you're going to make a copy of that. So I put this canvas in my printer and made a copy. Now I've used a little bit of this for another project, but you can tell that this is a copy of this canvas. Now, this is super important. This is some fun digital art that you get to do. You've already created this. You've already come up with the concept and the idea, which is your art. And you're going to put this print that you made from your from your printer, back into your printer. And you're going to turn it upside down because it goes through your printer like this. So the image will get printed on here. Then I took the image of my girl, and I have a printer that I can just send it from my phone. If you don't have that, then just lay the image that you've made, your black and white image, in your scanner and put this paper into the print part, and it will print this image. It will print the girl on top of all the recipes. And you end up with a picture like this. Now, at this point, I would like to trim off the excess where my painting wasn't as big as the canvas. You can see some of the painting over here, and then there's extra at the bottom where the canvas is an inch shorter than the paper. So I'm going to trim that off, but then I'll look at it. This is mixed media, right? So we've already done one thing that we can use for another project. But in this particular one, I want to come in and possibly put some gold into her eye, or some possible red into the lips and stuff like that. And you can actually take this printed piece of paper and collage it down to another board or a canvas, you can even put it right on top of the one that you've already done so that you don't have to waste anything else. And you're going to put that canvas on there and then do any coloring that you want to do. You can work with it just as a sheet of paper, and you can use markers, you can use colored pencil, you can use gel pens, especially if you're going to use gold or silver or something like that. It really gives it that fleck and stuff. And you can add any colors that you want to the picture that you create. So I hope you have fun doing digital artwork. It is such a fun, creative process, and I want to see your pictures. Please send me pictures of what you're doing. I can't wait to see them. Bye-bye.